Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, welcome to another mini episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's watching a 2-hour YouTube movie with me tonight?
I am the king of useless knowledge, Joe Butler, and I really had to go into the back of the library for this one. My bad.
I don't even know what this is. I don't even know how to classify this. I'm Dominic. Hello. This is another part of our Kingdom Hearts journey.
Mm-hmm.
I am Phoebe Stanton. I can't wait to go to war with all these other chibi characters.
And we are missing Emanuel tonight for our Kingdom Hearts journey, partly because he didn't have power, partly because he didn't give a shit about this part of Kingdom Hearts. So
And
I'm not
who
sure
can
which
blame
part.
him?
I don't blame him either.
It's okay. He can yell at me what I get wrong throughout this fucking thing whenever we do Kingdom Hearts 3.
So we're talking about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, but we're not. I mean, we will talk about the game a little bit, but we watched a YouTube video, a 2 hour and 45 minute called Kingdom Hearts Union Cross fan dub movie, all cutscenes voice, but we only watched part 1 by Damo279. I gotta give him credit for this because he deserves credit for this. So there will be a YouTube. I will have a link to his YouTube video in the show notes. So if you want to watch the video that we're talking about, because this is a part of the Kingdom Hearts lore, he pretty much takes what the mobile game. I'm assuming with the mobile game cutscenes, and then just talked and made a movie.
It is so complicated.
So originally, which I have it pulled up real quick while we're talking. Originally, this was a web browser game that was released in Japan. In July 18th, 2013. It was then later released on Android and iOS, which would be Union Cross Unchained, because originally it was just Union Cross, and the Union Cross Unchained was the mobile game, which was released September 3rd in 2015 in Japan, April 7th in 2016 in America, and then in Europe in June 16th, 2016. And I guess it looks like it also might have been released on the internet again in 2019, maybe. I don't know, it said something Fire OS. I'm not entirely sure. I do know there was a way someone made like a fan version on a website so you could experience this as well, but I did not want to recommend playing a 300-hour mobile game to you guys, so we did this.
I mean, you could have. I can tell you what I would have said.
Yeah. Everything that is exclusive to the mobile version is going to be in part 2 of this video.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because originally the Union Cross came out as a web browser game, and that was pretty much it. That's why they made the little short that we watched for 2.8,
Which is also here.
Yeah, but then they also released a mobile game, which was basically just a gacha game. And Phoebe, how many episodes were there, or chapters, or things?
Okay, so the first 400 to 500 are what the desktop MMO was. And then everything past that is what is officially considered the true Union Cross experience. And everything altogether is about 1,200 plus missions. The majority of which are those Disney interludes that you saw in the video, which are absolutely fucking nothing.
Or are they?
They are, but they're not.
They could be holograms.
They are.
If FMR has told me anything, they could be holograms.
And this
video...
video...
they are 100% confirmed to be just holograms. For the Book of Prophecies is just a portable holodeck.
Fuck.
Does that explain that Kingdom Hearts also has canon ties to Nier Automata and Nier?
And Star Trek.
Okay.
Well, holodeck is technology. I mean, that could be in any fiction.
Mike, just think about it like this. The reason why Lux is just disappearing from the world and darkness is spreading isn't because they're taking Lux from the other planets, and it's not because anything to do with the Bangles. It's literally because they're just holodecking everywhere. And because of that, when they think they're taking light from the other planets, they're taking it from Daybreak down itself.
Oh.
So it's becoming Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes.
Stupider than that. Anyways.
Okay, and then in this video, besides just the cutscenes, it had parts of the back cover movie that we watched, but it's not the whole movie. And you know what? It made more sense when the way that this guy stitched it together with cutscenes of the game, and then had the cutscenes from the back cover of the movie where they fit into the storyline, and it actually works better.
I will agree with that.
Whoever this guy is a genius for doing that.
That's why he got credit right in the opening of this recording, because I couldn't do it without crediting him.
Now, Mike, is this the only time you're going to be covering a mobile game, I assume?
Like this, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have thought about talking about Marvel Snap, but that's more of like just, that's different.
So when are we going to talk about Dark Road and, before people like kill ourselves?
Dark Road is not going to happen until I can find an easy way for us to consume it.
I don't think there is an easy way to consume that. Even playing the game was not an easy way to consume it.
Until Damo, whatever, does another fan dub.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play a giant Kingdom Hearts game or any mobile game. Like, I can't stick with them, especially because it's not even on the Play Store anymore. It doesn't exist.
It's not worth it.
So, yeah, it's not possible. Like, I still can't believe how much story. Because the funny thing is, like, as I was watching this video, I was playing the game, but I wasn't playing anything. I really felt like I was in the KOTOR of Star Wars. And what I mean by that is I felt like I was looking at something from the past that was far enough back that it can sort of affect what's happening in the current world, but at the same time, you don't need to know it.
Yeah. That's
you're going to need to know a lot of stuff in the second part.
Yeah, a lot of this first part was supposed to be a kind of exactly what it was KOTOR and kind of alluding to a lot of the stuff that they do. And also why, and this goes for anyone that has kids, tell your kids don't take shortcuts, because if you take shortcuts, you end up with the main Kingdom Hearts trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is that when we first started this Kingdom Hearts road, I never expected to go to the places we've been going. Like, if you would have told me 3 years ago, yeah, we're going to do an episode about Union Cross, I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure we are. But, yeah, here we are.
Are you having fun, though? That's the most important part. Are you having fun?
I am. I mean, I love the world of Kingdom Hearts. I don't try to bother explaining it. Like, when I do play Kingdom Hearts.
He said it.
What?
I love Kingdom Hearts.
I do love Kingdom Hearts. I'll say it.
Dominic, I hope you're also enjoying this journey.
Again, I never expected us to get to this point.
Listen. If this first video was KOTOR, imagine KOTOR 2 somehow setting up major things for the Acolyte, the Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, etc., etc.
I think KOTOR does tease Acolyte actually, but I haven't seen Acolyte to confirm that.
I need to watch that.
Now, in full disclosure, I have played Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC by now.
Okay.
So I know a bit about what comes next.
Dominic,
and why this is important.
Dominic is part of the Cool Kids Club now, and he has learned that this was important.
I figured.
Are we cool?
I figured it was important. You guys wouldn't have had me go through all the trouble of doing this if it wasn't important.
Actually,
like if it wasn't, and it made me like, because the whole thing with back covers, you have the 5 people who work for the master, and then they start their own little unions. This really shows you like what they're going through. This shows you the turmoil and the distrust so much better than a 40-minute movie was able to explain it.
And it's almost like they were designed to be that way.
Yeah, because it doesn't work otherwise. Like, you need the information of the cutscenes of what's happening to these characters. And they even made it work where, your character is just a generic player character, but they make it work.
I was struck, though, by how much it came across this time that the Master of Masters is just pure chaos and basically wanted this to happen.
Oh, we'll get there.
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, no. We will get there.
Well, okay, as a guy who has not played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, and this is what I consumed, he seems like a piece of shit.
Part 2 has some big shit in it.
Yeah.
Again, the voice acting is just the most interesting choice they could have made.
I think a lot of the voice actors pretty much did the best in this. I think a couple of them are spot on. I think whoever they got to voice the unicorn guy was a pretty good spot on, imitation.
I mean, I thought they were fine. I mean, they were just...
VA was awesome.
Hey, they were better than the professional voice actors in PS1 games, so hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame the voice actors, I blame the technology, but, no, I thought the people did just fine. Everything I liked, I mean, I didn't, compare it to, okay, the voice doesn't sound, the same as it does in the cutscenes. I didn't care. Well, of course, I mean, this is a fan-made thing, and this is the only way I'm able to experience this, but it actually made me somewhat care and understand these characters in mass that meant nothing to me after watching that 40-minute movie. They meant zero to me. And now I sort of care.
What's that bear guy's name again?
Travis Willingham. If you're asking me for the actual name, I think...
it's not Ursa Rang, obviously, but...
It's Ursa. I think it's just Ursa.
Ugh.
The Mr. Booming voice. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's the bear guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one also made
We
you.
need to unite to defeat the darkness. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm strong.
Well, I mean,
Wait
and
till
you really see that the master is the one that did all this because he gives each of them their own mission, which we got a little bit. I mean, they talk about the 40-minute movie back cover, but with the added cutscenes, it really fleshes out how much he fucked them each over, so that way none of them are going to trust each other.
It's almost like they should have realized that he did this to all of us. Let's just trust each other.
No,
They
there
trust the
is
master of masters.
there is a secret plan.
Have you ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise? No, they
Get
said
out. Get out.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's kind of like that. I mean, I know it was in the movie, but there's like the whole talk about the eye of the Keyblade is my eye, and you see the other apprentice that for some reason wears a black cloak, where everybody else wears white cloaks, has the box and all that stuff. Like it made more sense. I don't know. I was much more on board in this than I was originally, and like in the movie, I know they talk about, oh, hey, look, there's one of these fake Moogle creatures is dark now. It's a shadow. Somebody's a traitor. Like now I actually understood it after watching 2 hours worth of cutscenes for this game.
Charity.
It made sense.
We love the Cherethies.
we all love the charity. It is the Kingdom. It is now officially the Kingdom Hearts Moogle.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the real Muggles.
And they give us Meow Wows and shit.
Love that goddamn Meow Wow.
Who doesn't
Grabbing
love a
back
Meow Wow?
into Dream Drop distance.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much stuff has come back to that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I didn't think that game would be as important as it was.
It's the beauty of Kingdom Hearts 3, my friend.
They're all important. It's so important that Tetsuya Nomura forgets his own lore and has to go back and watch YouTube videos to remember what happens.
Yeah.
You know who also forgot his own lore? Akira Toriyama. God damn it.
Apparently, Oda, the guy that makes One Piece, also forgets his own lore. Apparently, he also goes back to the Wikipedia so he can remember what powers all the fucking Devil Fruit users have.
I was about to say, does anything happen in that series?
I can't blame anybody when the story gets this sprawling and this many ideas and this many people helping.
In this many years.
Also,
Yeah.
I didn't realize Strelitzia shows up this early.
I did not realize that.
Who's
either.
Strelitzia?
Don't worry
look
about
at
it
her.
right now.
The girl that dies in the latter part of the movie.
You
The
mean in
blonde
the
girl in the white dress, and she
The one
is
that's
important for
stalking the main
reasons.
character.
the one that looked like Ellie from Xenogears to me.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you. Because I was like,
Vaguely Kyrie, vaguely Ellie.
yeah, no, she gave me Ellie vibes for some reason, but I think because she had reddish hair, and that's where my brain went.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has
Oh my
reddish
God.
hair.
Main
And she's-
character is so cool and so hot.
Well, they had to
I
wrap it
wanna
around you
follow
somehow.
him.
So that character is going to play a part later in this. I'm assuming
She's
3.
actually connected to somebody that you have already seen. And in fact, there are theories that one of 2 characters in this are also connected to somebody you have already seen.
Yeah, I'm going to bet this answers a question I have about the end of Kingdom Hearts 3.
You can message the group chat about it
Yeah.
if you want to.
Someone's
Does it
in
have
that
to do
group
with
chat.
reports?
No.
Yeah,
We'll read it. No idea. I'm not going to get to Kingdom Hearts 3 until next month, unfortunately.
Mike, when
Well,
you get to Kingdom Hearts 3, I need you to read the secret reports.
Yeah, we actually needed to read those. It's actually
I didn't read those.
They're
I'll
girl
YouTube-
portent.
I'll YouTube it. I ain't want to read them either. So
God damn. Either way, we need to have discussions about fan theories and other stuff. It's going to be great.
it's going to be terrible. But
Strelitzia.
I was also impressed that there were multiple cutscenes from the back cover movie that the game has pretty much scene for scene, like they just recreated in the game to give you that story. And like everything just flows like so much better to see the betrayal, to see how each of these unions are having all their own soldiers and they're not really working together and they're going to different Disney worlds and doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Like it flows very well and it was much more entertaining to understand what's happening. And like, cause I thought the Master was an idiot, but after watching this, he's really an idiot.
He's just
Maybe not
evil.
an idiot, but he's an asshole.
But is
How about
he,
that?
though?
He's an asshole. Let's go with that.
I was very shocked that Ephemer mattered so much.
Ephemer, who is that? The random
The
kid that
white-haired
wasn't
kid.
Okay.
Yeah, remember
Because he's in... Go ahead.
That's a white-haired kid, white-haired people or boy portent. But go ahead, Dominic.
I'm just saying, he shows up for one scene in back cover, and I'm like, oh, that's just a random character they had. No, he is the main love interest of this story.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We will super get there.
Because he works for the Fox lady, right? I don't remember her name, the
Ava.
young one in pink. Ava? Okay.
Ava is the best one, and that's all you need to know. If there's any of these fuckers whose names you need to remember, it's Ava.
There's also a fun theory that Ava is Kyrie's grandmother, but
That's the thing I was hinting at earlier. Her
They-
Scald is Kari's grandmother.
They have a cutscene with that in the beginning of this, though, don't they?
yeah, they have a cutscene.
Yeah, there's some
Kyrie's-
cutscene, yeah.
There's a cutscene of Kyrie's grandmother talking to Kyrie about the Keyblade War, and so and she had to be there somehow.
I mean,
Yeah.
this could
Either
have just
Ava
been
or she's Scald. I don't know which.
something passed down from generation to generation. It's just a story to them. I mean, that's...
You say that, but
it's never still fully explained why Kyrie was in Radiant Garden, is it?
No.
No. I think that's just her birth universe or
That's a
birth
birth universe.
planet.
But why would they target her? How did she become a princess of light?
Everybody's
just
just
is.
born as a princess of light.
Yeah,
There are-
they needed 7, and they decided to make up their own, so they made Kyrie.
But she must
There
be
are-
important historically somehow.
Yeah.
There are 7 pure lights and there are 13 pure darknesses, and we will get there.
But we're already there. That's the plot for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Is it though?
Yes.
One of us isn't there yet.
Well, they tell you that in Dream Drop, where they're like, oh yeah, there's seven darknesses and
okay.
and there's 7 lights and 13 darknesses. What is it? Zemnis was trying to do that with the organization, which is also Xehanort and blah blah blah. And they were going to use the 13 organization members and the 7 princesses to try to create the Keyblade, the Kai Blade, the X Blade. I prefer X Blade. Didn't work, so now they're doing a 13v7 fight, which is the 13 new organization members, which you will see who they are. Shut up, Dominic.
Which still means that he's trying to shortcut his way to get to an X Blade.
Yes, because the whole point was that this whole fight that they did was to get the X Blade, and
The
to prove that it
Xenoblade.
would work.
I hate Kingdom Hearts sometimes.
Trying
It's a
to
love-hate
make them an
relationship.
auto.
But yeah, so this whole movie is about the founding of the unions, how they interact, the main
Yeah, and-
character going through the motions.
And it isn't shown in this, but Phoebe kind of knows what I'm talking about, if anything. A lot of this, too, was also you picking your own union. You get cute little clothes. You get the clothes would be themed, and you could also upgrade your Keyblades from Otherworld. And you'd even have your own main Keyblade, which is a man-made Keyblade, which I feel is
Yeah,
important.
it's called Starlight, I think.
Yeah, it's a man-made Keyblade that they hand out to everyone.
Oh, and question: did we ever find out did we ever see the face of the guy with the hood?
Lucio?
Lucio?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, later.
Oh,
No,
later. Okay.
Yes,
now.
later. Yes.
Yes,
But-
later.
Okay, I
not
wasn't
now.
sure if that already was supposed to know who he is at the end of back cover.
No, not now, but you will.
I think I
We'll
already
get
know,
there.
but I'll leave it at that.
I
No,
don't
you
think you know.
We don't know who Master of Masters or who Lucio is. At some points, I thought they were the same person, and I still have a very small theory that it is that Master of Masters is just a future version of Lucio, but I don't even know if that's true anymore. So
Damn X.
Who's Demick? That name sounds familiar.
The guitar
Dance water
organization
dance.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
guy. The guy who doesn't like to fight.
But he loves being chaotic and thinks everything is a joke, much like a certain somebody in this series.
What if Lucio is his nobody?
Oh god.
Because he has
Oh.
an X in his name.
anyways,
I can see what you mean now. Like this is setting up the first arc, and there's like a third arc after.
It sets up so much. Part 2 of this is going to be like a 5-hour podcast.
part 2 of this is going to be a slap in the fucking face, apparently.
Okay. And part 2 we do after Kingdom Hearts 3, correct?
Yes.
And
Okay.
and Remind.
And Remind. We could probably do that if you really want to. We can, because Remind's not that long either.
Remind's not
Probably.
that long.
Remind will be its own thing.
So we
Okay.
could probably do Remind and the second part of the game of the movie.
You should play Kingdom Hearts 3 on casual. You should get the Ultimate Blade.
You know I'm
Way to
going to play
go.
on casual.
I need to go play that game on hard mode so I can dual wield on that game.
No,
I
you
don't
shouldn't.
play anything on hard mode.
Hard mode's not that
Joe, if
hard.
memory serves, the DLC plays on the same difficulty that you choose for the main story.
Yeah, but hard mode's not that hard From like my
Yes, but this is the hardest secret boss or super boss in the entire franchise, and it
Why
is
you
the
fucking-
final thing in the DLC.
What fucking makes you think I'm gonna fucking fight that fucking final boss? I don't even like fighting the regular final bosses. God damn it!
The true ending of the DLC.
That's what YouTube's for, right, Mike?
No, that is exactly.
I just watched a 2-hour video. What do I got?
Fuck getting through that entire DLC. That's all I will say.
Yeah, no, it'll be its own episode, but we still got time before we're there. So each one will be its own episode.
Oh, but anyways, yeah. So
I
the whole
like making
point of this,
episodes.
the whole point of this is that in which we watched the video, so it wasn't really described very well. Yeah, whenever you pick your own team, you basically compete every week, probably. Phoebe?
It was every week.
Yeah, to see who was the top team. And I actually think if your team did better, I think you got more bonuses, so you can use more in-game currency to buy more in-game gacha packs, which, obviously was a little thing in the corner where it rotated characters. So basically you would open up packs to get different attacks and abilities and things like that.
Yeah, can we fucking talk about that for a minute?
Sure.
I mean, the video, it just looks like they're just selecting random teams of characters and then sometimes single characters.
All right. So this is how the game worked back in the day. Every couple of levels, you would actually get a new Keyblade, but you always had to keep your Keyblades upgraded to a max of, I think, plus 35 at a point. You needed crafting materials and everything to upgrade these Keyblades. Now, you have the main deck of up to 7 medals, which is your gacha system that you're rolling for, is these medals that you equip to your Keyblade like a deck. But each Keyblade had 120 materia slots. We're just going to call them materia slots. And they upgraded the damage depending on medals that you put into them. So even though you're only making a deck of 7, your actual equipment is 127 medals. And oh man, slot 4 on the Heartseeker Keyblade specifically will give you a super bonus if you put a dark strength-based medal in it. And so you were rolling for thousands upon thousands of medals, but your main deck was what actually did the damage. And this game got to a point where the normal difficulty, you had to be in the meta or you weren't going to be able to do the story, let alone end game content. It was
crappy.
Fucking disgusting.
I'm not surprised.
I would never play this.
No, I mean, mobile games it takes a certain kind of person. Usually it's a child with no money and plenty of time.
Square is one of the most egregious examples.
It's amazing
of a company
that
delving into gacha systems. Like, I don't think Konami could be this fucking bad. Every game that they do has even the mid-tier stuff. You need to be in the meta or you're not going to get anywhere, let alone end game stuff.
Like, I remember people complaining about Brave Exvius back in the day.
Oh my god, Record Keeper was awful.
I never played the 15 mobile game that I've heard was interesting.
Which one?
Yeah, there's a couple.
The Empire one or whatever?
That game sucks.
Oh. I think that was like one of the ones I downloaded but never even opened.
I think I did the same thing, actually, with you. The only mobile game I ever really, besides Snap, that I put a lot of time in was Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I really liked that game a lot back in the day.
It was a good game up to a point.
I switched phones, and then I wasn't able to get my save back, and I was like, well, we're done. And that was the end of that.
That's very fair. And it's amazing that Square has somehow managed to keep their mobile shit separate from their retail games. It's amazing. It feels like an accident.
I was curious about the combat, because I was watching, like you were saying, Phoebe, and I was watching the numbers going like the millions at different points. I'm like, this is just stupid. Like, I get what they're going for, because it's a mobile game, so it's like, in order for you to get anywhere, the idea that you're gonna put money in and put hours upon hours of your time.
Okay, so you notice how the character seems to be quickly changing Keyblades during that final Keyblade war. They'll fight one Union leader, and then all of a sudden they have a completely different Keyblade.
Yes.
Each one of those was a individual level.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So every time they level up, they got a new Keyblade.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, like, each one of those fights was, you do that one single Union fight, and then you go to the status screen, back to the main menu, back to the level select, do the next boss fight.
Oh, that's normal mobile game bullshit, though.
It should have been one fucking level.
I was gonna say, I thought you were trying to imply that shit's fucking hard.
Well, that
No, it's tedious.
it looked like it, but no, that's just. I mean, because anytime you have a mobile game or something like that, it's built. If it's built correctly, it's built the idea that you're gonna do it in very small sections. Like I'm gonna say it again, but like with Marvel Snap, there's a reason why it's very snappy. Because the idea that okay, you're gonna pick it up and you're gonna play a quick match, and I think with mobile games you kind of have to have that quickness, otherwise it just doesn't work.
Yeah, but like that's the reason why there were over 1,000 missions is because individual boss phases would be their separate missions.
Which is nice in a way because you get through the one phase.
Yeah, and you
can put the game mission.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I see your complaint, Phoebe, but I'm also glad I never played this game. By the way, just to let you know.
You have no idea how nice this felt.
I remember when I was at my previous job, one of my employees basically handed me their phone and said, "Can you just tap through this for a while for me?" And it was some mobile game about like I don't know if they were like K-pop boys or something.
Oh.
And okay. It was just grinding through like combat and stat screens, just trying to get the right draws. And I'm like, all right, sure.
That's just mobile games though. Sometimes like they just because when you make a mobile game, you kind of have to make it that way because of because you got to keep people coming back. You got to have a draw, and unfortunately, a big draw is to have endless bullshit.
I think the funnier one too is as well because I was we talked about this, but I also played a little bit of the Nier game that I think Square Enix also released. Right?
That would make sense.
Yeah, because I got through the beginning surprisingly easy, and then once you get past like the hook of the game where it reveals what like actually is going on with the game, I want to say I got like maybe 3 or 4 levels in, and it's like, hey, you want to keep playing? Yeah, you got to keep dumping money into me, and I'm like, please, game, I don't have money, so I just stopped playing it.
That's just how Square is. They're one of the worst gacha companies.
Well,
it makes
Nintendo
me scared
pretty bad.
Links.
Nintendo does not do stuff like this.
Okay, I played Fire Emblem a little bit. And I know it tried to get my money, and then I uninstalled it. But that was it. Again, I stay away from mobile games besides Marvel Snap because I just don't like them usually. I won't spend money except for Marvel Snap. Unfortunately, I spend money there.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. I won't deny that part.
I will play mobile games if they come to console and become real games. No, I shouldn't say real games. They are real games, just not games I want to play.
You just
like
don't want to play.
Oh shit!
Trying to steal from your wallet while you're playing it. That's all.
Like I want to play Fantasian now that it's coming to console. I think that looks interesting.
Same.
Was that the one that was on Apple Arcade?
Yes.
Yes.
That looks really good.
I mean, when I was watching the battles in this game, I did enjoy seeing all the different just art from Kingdom Hearts, all different characters. I saw Dark Riku. I saw Diz at one point. Like, I just enjoyed that. I'm like, this is cool. Like, this is neat that it feels like such a love letter to everything that we did if I was playing this game.
As I think my other favorite thing too, because going through this stuff, you even saw art from the manga as well.
Oh, and it had all the original worlds from Kingdom Hearts, or not all of them, but some of the world that you were going to were the stuff from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Rip Tarzan.
And thank God. Thank God for No Nightmare Before Christmas. What were you going to say, Dominic?
I was just going to say, shit.
Well, there's Snow White. That's not Kingdom Hearts 1, but yeah.
Boys and girls of
every age. I completely forgot now.
Sorry.
It's almost kind of a problem that those medals exist back that far in time, you know?
What medals? You mean the Bengals?
The medals that Phoebe was just talking about with
like
the characters on them. The gacha system. Like, those characters don't exist yet.
Oh, yeah, I just took it as video gamey and not...
yes, obviously, that's what it is.
It's the future-telling holodeck pulling the memory from the future.
But yeah, don't forget they're telling the future. What could that possibly be and mean? I don't fucking know. I have my own theories. We're not worried about that right now.
Okay, because the book does show the future, and the whole idea is that, like we talked about back cover too, is that all the different disciples know that the world is going to end in darkness, and they're trying to stop it, even though essentially they're the reason why it happens.
Everything is going according to plan at all times until it doesn't, and it's just hard to know when that changes.
It doesn't,
or what the plan really is. I mean,
is the plan just chaos?
No, there is a plan. It's in part 2. We'll get there. Okay. It's silly.
The way that I took it is like the reason why you would tell your disciples, you purposely leave out information, you give different people different duties and tell them not to tell anybody, is you're trying to set up the team to fail. You're trying to set up the team to turn on themselves because that's what's going to happen. Like I know we talked
You want
about
the strife.
Yeah, Metal Gear Acid actually. We talked about how that in that game there was a group. There was like, oh, there's a spy, and so everyone turns against each other.
Yes, and that's the point of this too. They want the Keyblade War to create Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
and create the Keyblade.
There is a second reason why he's doing that stuff. We can talk about it now, but it is in part 2.
We'll wait till part 2.
Creating Kingdom Hearts is always everyone's goal at all times forever.
It's kind of.
But what is Kingdom Hearts?
Oh my god, it's so dumb. It's
mentioned
where this goes.
Who knows?
I think I know what Kingdom Hearts is, but if I were to reveal what Kingdom Hearts was, it would be a massive fucking spoiler.
Kingdom Hearts is the friends we made along the way. Joe messaged me.
I've already told you what I think it is.
I don't remember, for God's sake. I fucking barely sleep ever. You think I have any memory at this point?
Oh, okay.
Phoebe's gonna sign up for the show Severance so she can do that at work.
You have no idea how tempting that is.
Except I feel like if it were you worked, that when you switched out bodies, they would chain you up if they could. So
yeah, my Audi and my Innie would both still be working at that fucking place.
There's no escape, nowhere to run, nowhere to go. This is Kingdom Hearts being Kingdom Hearts, but like as you see your avatar go to different Disney worlds and run into Aladdin and fight Cloud and in Olympus, I'm just like, this doesn't fit with the timing, but I guess my assumption this isn't as many years as I think it is before. And this isn't like thousands and thousands of years before Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
Okay. I guess just the worlds are timeless, or are all the Disney worlds destroyed that are in this game at the end of this part 1?
They're a hologram, don't forget.
They are holographic projections from
the future.
That's what the joke you guys were making earlier that made no sense. All right.
Which is why it doesn't make any sense for them to be collecting light from worlds that don't even exist yet, because everything is still one world at this point.
And okay, so that's what you meant by they're stealing light from the world that they're on. Is the world that they're on supposed to be Radiant Historia? No,
it's everything. Everything was one planet initially.
Oh. And the Keyblade War, like when you go to that planet in Birth by Sleep, that's the same where this is all taking place at?
I think that's a second Keyblade War.
What?
No, it's this one.
No, it's this one. Then that is Daybreak Town / another place that we'll get to.
Well, the idea is that all the worlds were supposed to be one, so because of the Keyblade War, I imagine the big world blew up into smaller pieces, and the Keyblade Graveyard is just a piece of this world.
Yes.
Infinitesimally smaller and smaller pieces.
Yeah.
Yes. Joe is correct. What he sent me is 100% correct.
The Keyblade War wasn't that depressing when I saw it in Birth by Sleep, but after sitting here and watching a 2 hour and 45-minute movie, it's depressing now.
Oh yeah, especially when you realize that this was all players fighting each other.
Well, I mean, not even that. It's all these kids essentially are joining these unions to follow their disciples. They're friends, but they're like, oh yeah, we're not supposed to work other unions, but we can here and there, and all of a sudden, when you get to the end of this, they go to war against each other, and they're killing each other.
Yeah, it really it fulfills its promise of having the Keyblade War.
But it's a bunch of kids.
Who knows how old they are.
really wanted to write a dystopian young adult novel series, and this was the closest he could get to.
That sounds accurate, but I think, because you don't actually see the Keyblade War until, the very end of this video, but, it was vicious, and you really, cared about, I felt like I cared about these characters. I cared about just these random avatars that are all just part of this town. There's just so much to it. And then to find out that they eventually all just commit genocide against each other is kind of sad.
Yeah, and they accidentally destroy their world, and something new gets created.
Well, there is another world where you can go to, and everything is fine there, and you can forget about everything that just happened.
Oh yeah, that's what the Dandelions remember.
So everyone else can forget.
And there's 10 Dandelions? I think it was
5.
One for every union leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's rephrase. There are, a lot of dandelions, but there are 5
chosen
major dandelions.
Yeah.
And the main character of this game is offered the chance, but he kind of says but what about this world, right?
I mean, you have to, because then everyone could have that chance. So,
oh man, we'll get there.
so to make it fit your story, like you have in a multiplayer game, like you have to do that. I think Final Fantasy 11 might have did stuff like that, but that's my only real experience with a MMO where it tries to affect the story. But that's
God, I don't want to fucking think about a Kingdom Hearts MMO. I don't want to.
have to
You're
worry
already
about it.
looking at it. That's what X/Chained was.
This is a mobile game that you play with other people to compete. It is not a fucking MMO.
It
I cannot-
started as one. Now it's a mobile game.
I cannot pick a little potato person that wields a keyblade, Phoebe. Okay, goddamn.
I want my Thief Rhythm MMO now.
I didn't mind the graphics either. We should talk about that. I thought it actually worked. The chibi art style works for me in this.
It works for what it is.
The art style.
It's cute.
Yeah. It was. Didn't they have that in like the other mobile browser game thing before this?
Yes.
Like the original coded, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So hey, it's nice to see that they kept it going.
Unfortunately, they didn't keep it for the Thief Rhythm spin-off that is Melody of Memories. Instead, they changed it and fucked everything up.
Also, whatever the hell the new mobile game's supposed to be is also in 3D.
But imagine if they had never did Chain of Memories that way, and they made Chain of Memories in this style instead.
Oh god, that would be amazing.
Actually wouldn't mind if they made Chain of Memories like this. I just think it'd be fine, even though I like pixel art.
I love the pixel art, so I'm.
I mean, it was a GBA, right? So you kind of had to. But imagine if they tried it this way. Because that's the only one that's like that.
Like this, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
I do want to say that the unicorn guy really came off as an asshole in this, where in back cover it didn't mean much to me, but like watching everything that they do, because it's only an hour into this video when he wraps up. No, I guess he doesn't wrap up everything, but even the back cover movie like takes place in different order the way he puts it in this game, because you have Ava start the unions before you have all the betrayal stuff that happens later on, where the bear guy tries to kill people. I liked it. I also liked that this adds so many more cutscenes that show how much the master told each disciple and how much he's manipulating them.
And then you get Lushu that's just like, I'm just watching.
Because Lushu, he's there the whole time, but he's not involved.
Yes, because he
has
has the Keyblade.
They all have Keyblades.
The Keyblade with the eye in
one.
it.
He has
the
Dad's
blade.
eye in it.
And I know we talked about this back in back cover, but that's the same Keyblade that Xenohorde has, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Master of Masters is watching all of time.
I hope I'm right into thinking why Dominic's laughing, and I'm glad to know why he's laughing. Probably. Anyways,
message me
Dominic,
and
why
we'll
are
find
you
out.
laughing?
Message me and we'll find out.
Okay.
It's nice to be able to finally do that.
Because they fight the bear guy a couple times in this. Like you have to fight him because he's trying to kill everybody, and then it's near the end of this video when they introduce this Trilitzia, who I said look like Ellie.
That means nothing to me.
Well, I think you should play Xenogears. Xenogears is a wonderful game, but the character has red hair. That's the only real comparison. And she wears white.
See it now.
oh yeah,
She wears a white outfit and has reddish hair. So, and for me, that's my brain chose something to connect it to, and that's where it went.
That's right, Mike. She's a girl with pink hair and a white outfit. And she also has a very specific name. Oh man, that could mean anything.
Oh god.
I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't. I don't know where you're going with that joke.
There is no joke, Mike. We will find out. No, Phoebe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's explained in part 2.
Okay, I'm looking forward when we get there.
But the important thing is, and I don't know if it could be confirmed in part 2. I don't know. I think Stryleza is the one that, because whenever I think Lushu give Ava, or no, the Master gives Ava a list. And he's like, "Hey, here's a list of 5 people I want you to make the."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she is the red circle one.
Yes.
Well, they also have the tease at the end of the video. It's like, well, one of the people is not actually on the list. They're not really one of the 5.
Yes,
but they are, ironically enough, the only one that is good at the goddamn job. But we will get there.
Yeah, we get into some really crazy shenanigans, but honestly, it's also really jarring to see a character death on in a very chibi game where a character is literally dragging her own carcass out of the fucking building and is like, oh, I guess I really fucked this up, huh? And then she
What are you
just
talking about?
dies. Charlotte dies. That's her dying.
Yeah.
Who, Sherlinska?
Yeah.
Yes.
Strelitzia.
Oh.
She gets attacked. She gets attacked by an unknown person.
She gets
and-
attacked in the building where Gula is.
I
Well,
love
it was
when
supposed to
chibi
be-
things die. Go watch Made in Abyss.
I don't want to watch Made in Abyss. That show makes me fucking sad.
Exactly.
Might go watch Made in Abyss.
No, I like my
Everyone
mental
tells me
health.
Man in Abyss is so good, but also everyone tells me Man in Abyss is so fucked up.
It is. It's one of the
Go.
darkest things I've seen in my
Go.
life.
Go watch Made in Abyss with your wife. I think Tiff could get a kick out of it too.
Just watch
She does like
Evangelion
that
all the
stuff.
way through.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
I-
even close.
I didn't even do it last time I was watching. I got to a certain point. And I'm like, yeah. When the white haired child showed up, I'm like, yeah, I'm done now.
But that's the best character.
Don't
The
like where
boyfriend.
that show goes. So I just turned it off.
Why do you have a
It's
problem
depressing.
with Shinji's boyfriend?
And the best ending to a TV show ever.
I think he has a problem with him getting smooshed at the end. You guys, come on.
I don't remember actually what
Dominic,
happened.
when you say the best ending, do you mean congratulations, congratulations, or do you mean everybody becoming tame?
I mean the part where Shinji has an hour-long mental breakdown after his boyfriend dies, and then that's the end of the show, and it's amazing. And then the end of Evangelion's the best movie ever made, so on top of it, they also have that.
Except for that one scene with Asuka in the hospital bed.
The end
That's
of
just showing how fucked up Shinji is. You know, it's like we're here now. This is the statement of where everyone's mental state is.
the end of Evangelion is the best way I've ever seen any game wrap up, and I hope Kingdom Hearts equals that. But also,
It won't.
If
You don't know
Kingdom
that.
Hearts manages to get to the heights of End of Evangelion or Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, either way, it'd be one of the best games ever made.
But will Kingdom Hearts wrap up?
Yes,
I-
they've already stated that we're nearing the end.
Nomura
getting
wants
it.
to retire, goddammit.
Well, he said he wants to make 3 more games, 4, 5, and 6. It took him how many years to make 1 through 3? Like,
It's not to
He-
let's not go down that route.
he also explained his other reasons why it took him that long too. He's like, I'm not going to do that what I did with the last 3. Like, he very specifically even mentioned too. He's like, I might just make them back to back. Like, there is not going to be anything in between or anything like that.
God.
Once he finishes, 7 redo or whatever.
Rebirth.
Well,
Restart.
we have remake, rebirth, reunion.
Restart.
I guess is the new one.
No,
Restart.
Reunion was the Crisis Core one.
Yeah,
I
Crisis
think
Core
it's
got
gonna
dubbed
be
Reunion.
Requiem.
I think it's going to be Return.
a
Requiem
Requiem.
would be a good one.
I like
Well,
redo.
I'd redo.
It's okay.
It was accurate.
It's okay. I also beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, and if you listen to the last podcast, Emanuel said something really fucked up, and now that I've beaten Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I can now say, fuck you, Emanuel, you were right, and I'm going to beat you with the Keyblade.
Good
Now
news,
I
you
need-
won't hear this till November.
I need to play those remakes at some point.
I just
As you should.
too.
I have so many other games to play, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
When this is over, I will be playing a Silent Hill Remake and shitting my pants.
Still,
Oh, I got really far the other day, dude.
I can't even finish it.
I mean, he just has IBS. It's just how it is, you know.
That game startles me so badly. But speaking of being startled, I have a question for Phoebe, and I hope both of you have the same. I hope Phoebe has the answer, and I hope both of you are not sure what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Phoebe, what the fuck are those little hooded Keyblade or the little hooded Heartless guys? Are those people?
Yeah, those
Those
are
people-
former Keyblade wielders.
Okay, those are
whose
people.
What?
Darklings.
They literally say this in the video.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Okay, I was
Okay,
half paying
something to pay
attention. Yeah, I was half paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Talking Heartless are former Keyblade wielders who already succumbed. They are called Darklings. They are
Oh.
great. And the fact that
Okay.
they transform with Cherothy into some fucking nightmare creature is amazing, and we need more of that shit.
And
I
believe it's
really
nice-
like that the Cheranthy goes evil. Was it only just one that went evil, or were there more than one? I'm
A
assuming.
Dark Cherothy is one for now.
Okay, and the Dark Cheranthy did it belong to one of the disciples?
It
At this
belonged
point,
to
I think
you.
it's the Masters.
Well, he literally says, "I'm yours."
Well, because it's revealed that Chirathys are dream eaters, and every dream eater has a nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's what it. Okay, I remember there was some reference to Dream Eaters when I went, "Oh, the world is not enough" as reference again, but I couldn't remember what it was.
This isn't much of a spoiler or anything. Like, it really doesn't matter. But all of the Cherothys, when their Keyblade wielders disappear, they kind of, devolve into all of the creatures that we see in Dream Drop Distance.
Oh,
they don't have that.
Every single Dream Eater that you fight and / or collect, the Meow Wows, the Bat ones, everything in Dream Drop Distance was a Chirithy at one point.
Does-
I mean,
does-
that's a
in
better
this game.
That's a better fate than what they talk about in this game, where they're like, if I die, will Chirithy die too? And they're just like, yes.
Well, that's even more fucked up though, because does that mean Sora's just hanging out? Because the ending of Dream Drop Distance is even more fucked up. Because Sora's like, they're all around him, and he's like, yeah, these are my friends. And it's like, Sora, those are the dead souls of old Keyblade Masters. You shouldn't really be happy about
Yes, it is.
Oh no. Oh, and then
Kingdom Hearts.
and then
I'm
what I
trying to find the video when Travenka dies, but I can't find it.
So let's see.
Yeah, red hair girl.
whenever I also posted in the group chat, that's the cover for Kingdom Hearts 3. There's a dark Darkling on the cover for some reason. They have not answered. They have not said why yet.
What Darkling?
It's holding the
It's
little
the gargoyle.
the gargoyle. The gargoyle
Yeah.
is Darkling.
What?
I wonder
The
why.
gargoyle on the building, and
Very
it
front to
looks
the left.
kind of like a shadow, but it's got wings and it's got a black
Oh.
mage hat on.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, and it's even holding a star. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's the answer to my question.
You should text me that question.
You know, I really hate that I haven't.
I'm fairly certain I know what the question is, and I'm gonna shit.
See, Dom, I liked it better when we were both at the same point. I know why you're ahead, so I'm happy it worked out, but I'm a little sad.
The fact that that's the Kingdom Hearts 3 cover,
Yeah.
Yep, that is the Xbox Kingdom Hearts. That's Xbox and PS3.
and it has the
PS4.
star. Fuck my life. Fuck this series.
That has something to do with stuff?
Yes,
worry about it.
there's a star
Okay, don't
somewhere in
worry
that
about
game,
it.
and we will fucking get there.
We'll talk about it whenever we beat that game. Anyways,
I can't wait till I play that game and beat it, and then I only have 3 more Kingdom Hearts episodes to record after we beat that game. So hey.
4.
4, 3.
Well, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about what's out currently. I will have part 2, the DLC, and Melody of Memory, and then that's it that's out currently.
And then Dark Road eventually.
Well, I was gonna say, so KH3, Remind,
Yes.
Part 2, Melody of Memory.
Memory.
Yeah, that's it currently.
God,
I know.
This will never
Our
end.
Kingdom Hearts saga is ridiculous that we've been doing on this podcast.
Mr. Tucker, you should do this series.
Oh, I have made that joke to him many, many times, and he has told me absolutely not. So I think he regrets his Final Fantasy decision, to be honest.
That sucks.
It won't end. Oh, so in one of the last cutscenes of this game, when you have the Keyblade War, he's wearing armor. I was confused why he had like special armor on.
Because
Oh.
that's just character customization in between levels.
Oh, okay, that's all it was. I thought
Don't
maybe
forget-
that
you
kind of.
can.
Don't forget that the
equip
Birth by
different
Sleep
bits of,
crew had armor
equipment.
too.
Yeah, that's why I was curious if it had anything to do with that.
So here, that's the one to bring that up too, because it's actually incredibly fucking funny. So obviously, the Keyblade War is a very dark, really, generally a very dark subject. It's about a war of 1,000 kids basically killing each other, and we
Yes.
talked about it a little bit earlier, whatever. It's so jarring because I remember when this game came out, I had it installed, so I get updates and whatever. And I remember getting a notification from it saying something about the final chapter coming out. And so I opened the game to see what it was, and it's so weird to see like, hey there, we're here to start the final chapter of Union Cross. Get your Keyblade armor for the Keyblade War. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't advertise it like that. That sounds pretty fucked up.
That's even better.
No, I think the most fucked up part is that the equipment, for the most part, like 90% of the equipment was just character customization glamour shit. But 5 to 10% actually had some very, very light status effects, so you could go into the Keyblade War in full, like, Panda Kigurumi, and you got a stat buff for it, so here's just a panda with a Keyblade beating people to death.
You say that it's a bad thing that it's so dark, or I'm just like, yes, give me the darkness, give me the storytelling, give me something that matters.
Fill me with the power of darkness.
Take off the cloak, Dominic. I need you to put the cloak down.
As someone that loves Evangelion, when it gets dark, I like it.
Take out the yellow contacts and put away the white hair dye. I need you to do that for me.
Whenever Disney actually does something interesting, I want them to keep doing it.
So the ending of this was he survived the Keyblade War, then he goes to the Dandelions, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I thought he straight up died.
I mean,
No.
sure. I mean, he kind
Our-
of dies, and then
Our
they're like,
player
eh.
surrogate Damien went to the other world, and that will be in part 2.
And then
And
this
everyone
last,
comes back for him.
this last cutscene that it shows in here, which is this from back cover where it shows the Keyblade graveyard?
Well, it says back cover
Yes.
0, so I think it's like a secret thing.
No, so that was the one thing I was screaming about earlier. I think I forgot to mention it in the last recording. That is whenever you boot up the back cover movie, that's the first thing that plays, which is Lushu watching the Keyblade War along with the fucking Keyblade.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just now that we know what the Keyblade War is, seeing all those it is just so depressing to me because all these kids fought because I'm part of this gang, I'm part of this gang, and we all murdered each other. So it's essentially a reference.
My daddy wants to beat your daddy up, so we have to fight.
Hell yeah.
Also think it's really funny that because there's 5 union leaders, if you don't pick the bear, they all defend you from him because he's basically like, I'm crazy. But then if you pick the bear, it's just the unicorn guy that shows up. But the bear guy's still like, I'm crazy and I'll defend you because I'm crazy. And then he fucks off and it's like, oh, okay. He thinks I picked the wrong group.
So did the disciples all get killed then?
Yes, everyone's dead.
Okay. So everyone's dead except for the 5 dandelions that have their memories went to the New World of Light.
And other
The
random people.
5 union leader dandelions and the other normal dandelions.
Yeah,
And also Lushu.
yes.
Okay. So the people that die, are they dead or do they wake up in the New World now?
They are dead.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, they all
That's depressing.
you see all their hearts go up to Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that's okay. So the point of everybody getting murdered was to unlock Kingdom Hearts.
And I guess the Keyblade got summoned somewhere. That wasn't really explained very well.
So whatever happened to this only having one person have a Keyblade, huh? Whatever happened?
Well, now you know why. That's why not everyone's a Jedi anymore, Mike. Same thing, big fucking whore.
It was a lie that they were told to manipulate Sora and Riku in the first game. That's all it was.
I think we
That
are
makes more
forgetting
sense.
one of the most important what the fuck moments possible,
Right.
which is, hey, remember when Maleficent just fucked off randomly during the 100 Heartless battle in Kingdom Hearts 2? Where did she go?
And then she shows up here for a second.
Because the power of darkness allows for time travel.
And that's a place that Sora and their friends could never find her.
That's what this little last part is that I never saw before.
Yeah,
that I'm about
that
to
is
watch now.
Maleficent when she sacrifices herself for Sora and everybody during Kingdom Hearts 2. She loses her body, and her soul is so filled with darkness that it stays alive and goes into the past.
What the fuck? It's okay. I know that's explained more in the goddamn fucking next part too.
It is, but it isn't.
I know it isn't, but it also is.
It was very funny that none of the other Disney characters get voices, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, Maleficent had a credit." I'm like, "What?" And they show the
That's because
scene.
she's actually important for the plot in the second half.
Amazing that Maleficent of all characters remains so important.
So the Kingdom Hearts, when she died in Kingdom Hearts 2, she went back in time, and now she's going to be in this.
Yeah, she is a disembodied spirit who is going to do some fucking bullshit, including with the main characters, to help the main characters in some stupid fucking bullshit.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, and wait till you see the other Union Cross leaders. You're gonna shit your pants.
Oh, and there's also a little bit of a cutscene that I don't know if it's in back cover, but it's the same, that type of stuff where this guy put some stuff together that talks about the old, that one's an imposter.
Yeah, so
Oh,
so we're introduced 5 characters, and one of them's the imposter, and a bunch of other goofy shit that happens. What is it? Whoever the imposter is, I can guarantee you it'll blow your tits clean off.
It's not the character I was thinking it was. It is him, huh?
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, God.
It's so fucking weird how much story is in this that matters and doesn't matter at the same time, I feel like.
It doesn't. It both does and does not matter, and it's funnier because we're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be like, "Why the fuck did people forget to do Union Cross?" And I'm gonna be like, "That's a good question, Mike."
This series has yet to answer one of the basic questions that I have for it, which is, why do Keyblade Masters become Highlanders?
Because they're the princes of the universe, and here we are.
Because
I wish I knew more of that song, but I don't remember it anymore.
They've
Someone
come to
keeps
be the
telling them.
rulers of your world.
Someone
were you saying,
keeps
Dominic?
telling them they have fate and destiny and they must do things, and they just do things without questioning it, in a sense. Like, yes, they question it, but they never stop and be like, well, what if I just don't do it?
Because they're kids.
My husband has something about that. It's like something to do with like when you know the future, you can't stop it. You have to let it go. It's
But
like
you totally can.
No, because that's the point of Oedipus.
Oedipus? You talking
Yeah.
about the book? or something?
No, the story, the Oedipus story of Oedipus, where Oedipus's dad
Oh,
got told that his son will kill him and fuck his wife. So every time his wife had a kid, they would throw it into a river. And his current wife got mad, so whenever she gave birth, she gave him a rock to throw off a cliff, and she put her son in the river. Into which he then grew up, killed the king, and fucked his mom.
But see, he's doing the problem that he's actively trying not to do it in like the most direct way.
Yes, the point
I'm
is
just saying.
Also, nobody in Kingdom Hearts has plucked out their own eyes yet.
what the fuck?
That's not true.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
So
one of y'all message me.
since you posted the cover of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm looking at this, and I think we can talk about it now because it's essentially the next thing that we're doing here. I see that it's Ventus. I forgot Terra, Aqua. That's Namine, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that's Xeon, Roxas, and
Xion,
Axel?
Roxas, and Axel. Yeah.
How is she on here?
No, it's just the cover.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just character artwork.
But also, like, who the fuck was
Wait.
that for? Nobody even know
Wait,
who
are you
Xion
talking about
is.
for part 2?
No, for Kingdom Hearts 3. Because Kingdom
Oh.
Hearts 3 is technically where we go next, and then after we beat Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think the DLC, then we can talk about Union Cross Part 2, which is 3.5 hours, Joseph.
Yeah,
Three and
and
a half.
My
None
bad.
of it is filler. Isn't that great?
I'm actually
Phoebe?
concerned for my sanity for that one.
And
Also,
so
Mike,
are Riku
you
and
didn't think the
Kairi.
big finale for this entire saga wasn't going to have all of the players?
I just don't know.
It's
I don't
really
know why.
it's really amazing how much work went into making Kingdom Hearts 3 when you think about it.
Well, I just think about how many people must have bought that game and been confused as fuck.
Sarah's
Oh.
fucking right for not playing the other games.
Because I never had an interest in playing any of that, and so
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask this because I'm gonna be completely as transparent as I can. I want you to know, Mike, because Dominic has recently beat it or has beat it. There is very specifically like one major part that very much has a lot to do with Union Cross. And Dominic, do you think you would be fucking confused if you didn't play this or watch this?
No.
Oh,
Joe,
Well,
I
let's-
played this
I-
game and I was fucking confused because I forgot that this game existed at the same time.
We watched back cover before I watched or played Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think that got me through enough of it. I still have questions about how certain things relate to each other, but like, if Union Cross is the only way I would figure out the answer to those questions, I guess that'd be the only source of confusion.
And Joe, there is a 4-hour video on YouTube of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road.
Jesus Christ, how?
All cutscenes, it says.
There
God.
wasn't 4 hours worth of cutscenes when that game ended.
You know, I can
There was
also
like
take-
30 minutes worth. Where the fuck did the other 3.5 hours come from?
I will send you a link, and then you can let me know if you ever watch it.
I just want y'all to know I don't know anything about Dark Road. I just know it's the gay story of two very gay men. So
Like this one is.
Joe, nothing
I do.
happens in it until the very last update when they decided to cancel the game, and then the most massive info dump that could ever exist in a video game happened.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
You're gonna do it multiple times.
I mean, I guess if it exists, that will be another episode at some point down the road, but
Down the dark road.
fucking hate my life right now.
we can leave Dark Road
No.
up in the air.
No.
No, we can't.
Why? After everything we've already done, you just made me watch a 2-hour and 45-minute video. I'm about to watch another 3.5-hour video. Now you're like, no, the 4-hour one, that's a little too much. That's what you're trying to tell me?
It's the only way we're going to be able to experience these games in a reliable way.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
to be
And,
fair,
and Mike's audience is yearning for mobile content.
I don't know
Plus-
about that, but hey,
plus
I mean,
when-
how many people can say that they've, once we do get there, like, you know, we one of the few, I'm almost can guarantee you we are probably got to be one of the only podcasts, once we finish Kingdom Hearts, that had covered everything Kingdom Hearts the way we have.
Mike,
So,
I need you to understand that I would rather watch this 4-hour long video not dubbed than play Dark Road again. It is one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had.
I believe you.
what was so bad about it?
It wasn't fun. It kind of played. It was very, very mediocre deck builder that was exclusively based off of red, blue, and green cards and matching colors. And it played more like fucking Battle Network, but you didn't move a character or do anything. It was just the chip selection thing.
That's unfortunate.
And, like, I would rather play My Name is Mayo again than that.
Okay. I mean, with mobile games, I think it's just you got to find that right rhythm of what works. But no, I mean, none of these even exist anymore. So
Thank God.
It's lost media.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that there might be some way to play it because people tend to, but maybe mobile stuff is harder. You can't really emulate it. This is online, only stuff.
You can emulate it.
Oh, you can. Okay.
There are mobile emulators. I've known
As long as
people
they
to
get
play like
dumped.
Food Fantasy on their computers.
And yeah, people play J2ME games all the time.
I'm watching it. I'm watching what you see where, he just picks cards.
That's the game. That's the whole fucking game.
I could have seen myself playing it.
Oh, and the gotcha system is to level everything up. Like if you get duplicates of a card, it actively levels up the card.
Okay. I mean, I did play Record Keeper, and I didn't put any money into it, but I really enjoyed Record Keeper when I played that.
Oh yeah, that was great up to a point. Then you tried to do the Magicite dungeons, and you realized that you needed 5 separate teams that were all perfectly organized, and you needed to gotcha system the weapons and the characters.
I would have kept playing it off and on had I not gotten a new phone and lost all my data. I would have kept playing it because I really like that game. I pretty good at it. I had a pretty good team, and I love the pixel art. So, but I remember like being like, oh, I gotta do my missions because they're gonna everything's gonna fill up, and I don't want that to happen. I do remember that. So it was a long time ago. All right, anything else you guys want to say about Union Cross Part 1 or Kingdom Hearts in
help
general?
us for Part 2.
What about Part 2?
Trilogy as a stalker.
Did you say Strelitzia has a stalker or
She is a stalker.
Yeah, that's fine though.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay, I gotta say I am interested about Part 2. I mean, I will say that.
Let's
And
just get through Kingdom Hearts 3 and remind first.
No, we will. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
God.
we will.
Let's get through the end of the beginning. The beginning of the end.
The end of Act 2.
I like that they just interviewed Haley Joel Osment and he didn't even know Kingdom Hearts 4 was in production.
Shut the fuck up. He did not.
He didn't.
Is he not in it then?
No, he is.
I think the
Unless that's
idea.
a put on.
Yeah, it
He's
might also be
probably
a
messing
put-on.
with us. I'm hoping.
Oh, he's an asshole. I love him. He's so fucking lovable. He have you seen him like it's not even an SNL skit. He puts on like a suit and puts on like
It's for Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, for Jimmy Kimmel, yeah. He pretends to be JD Vance and just calls him a huge asshole. It's like the funniest
No, he
fucking thing
doesn't.
ever.
Does
Yeah,
he
puts-
is the
I've
JD
seen him
Vance.
on The Boys. He's so good on The Boys.
He is the canonical JD Vance parody, and there's no one else that can top him.
And
Yeah.
we are recording this on October 12th, so my God, I hope that reference is dated.
No, I mean the election's coming up.
I hope that when this comes out, because this comes out in mid-October, I'm hoping that will be a dated reference. Like, oh, you remember that Joker? Remember that Joker?
Oh, that guy's our vice
we have
president.
a couch fucker's vice president. Oh no.
Oh no. Also, Haley Joel Osment puts on eyeliner and mascara to pretend to be JD Vance. It's like the funniest fucking thing ever.
I'm gonna watch this.
All right, I think that's. I can't even I was thinking about it earlier. Like we can't really do shelf stacker box. There's nothing to rate. It's just
Sure
a
there
video.
is.
Put the game in the box, put the movie on the shelf. Damo, thank you for giving us such a wonderful fan dub.
Would you watch again? Yes or no?
No.
No, but then again, that's not. I don't know. I can't
Dude,
really.
there's
It's
tons
not,
of movies I would watch like 4 times in a row.
yeah, but this isn't really even like a. This felt like a home. This is like a homework assignment for people who love Kingdom Hearts.
What I want is I want someone to edit together the entire Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, like
Please
in
no.
chronological order.
I mean, I got a list of podcasts for you that you're on if you want to.
I want them to do all of the cutscenes as one continuous story.
You understand that's like a 50-minute long YouTube video, right?
50 hour, you mean?
Yeah. Did I say
That's-
minute?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck, I'm going back to bed.
But that's the fun part. Seeing how it all plays out.
Aren't you normally up
Oh.
by this time anyway?
so,
Yeah, but I would also not have gone to bed at like 6 to 7.
Oh, good point.
So I guess
There
I
would
might as well
also
say
be a
that.
monster in front of me.
I might as well say that because it's in part 2. It's in the teaser part for part 2, and I'll leave it at that for anything else because Dominic messaged me, and I might as well just say it here and now. Phoebe, you ready?
Yeah.
So the next part 2, there's 5 leaders for the Dandelions. besides there being Ephemer and Scold, which is the black-haired girl and the white-haired kid from the other one, there's a new character introduced called Brain.
He is the best boy.
Marluxia somebody is there, and so is Ventus.
I'm excited for that part.
Wait, so Marluxia and Ventus are just there?
Yes.
Yep.
Those
That's
are actually
awesome.
Marluxia and Ventus, and we will get there.
Wait, how can it be Ventus? Because Ventus wasn't.
That's a good
I
question,
told you
Michaelton.
Highlanders. I was not joking.
That's a very good question, Michaelton. Why is Ventus there? And you know what? I don't even think that answers that. I don't think we get an answer for that until
No,
Dark
we
Road,
don't.
apparently.
I'm telling you, when you become a Keyblade Master, you become immortal. It's the only fucking explanation I have for you.
I want you
I
to
guess
know,
he had to do something with the 10 years or whatever he was asleep.
and I want y'all to know that the second part did not come out till after 3 came out. So
I know
you're-
that's why we're waiting too.
So the whole point is you're literally paying part 3 and you're like, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Okay. Hey, look, here's the new Union Cross leaders. They're the Dandelion leaders. Oh, cool. Why is Ventus there? And you just got to play to find out. You shit your pants.
That's why we're waiting, right? Like that's what made you
Yeah.
just okay.
Yep.
How many times are we going to reference shitting our pants in this episode?
A lot apparently. Enough that I could make a montage if I really wanted to. I don't want to, but
Please
I
do.
could.
I think it's funny.
It's a lot of work. I don't care enough.
Okay.
And the amount of shit I've been producing lately on this podcast, I don't got.
Joe, do you want the montage? I'll do it.
Someone who listens to this podcast, montage since I've started the podcast till now, how often I reference shitting my pants.
Oh God! I'm not doing it just for you. I would go insane.
You'd have to tell Phoebe which episodes you were on.
Exactly.
Who's ever doing that shelf stacker box mentions how many times an episode I shit my pants.
Richard.
Oh, that's Watt and Richard. I don't think there's any way that. Yeah, that's not. I haven't even seen those sheets yet since you mentioned it. Like it's. I think they're still working on that project. But I've been like, well, somebody produced a little bit too much content.
Has he never shown you the Excel sheet for that?
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
He'll hear this eventually. Listen to everything we produce. So I'll forget that I said this, Richard. So you can remind me from the future.
I want to see the Excel sheet now.
All right, I think since we're rambling, I think that's a sign that we're done. So yeah, eventually the next Kingdom Hearts thing you will hear is Kingdom Hearts 3 fucking finally. Oh my god, I'm ready to be done with this series. Like, I'm so ready.
This wonderful trilogy of 19 games.
So you say you're interested in doing more. Make up your mind, man.
I mean, I have to finish. That's not a question. I have to finish, but it's a lot.
Yeah, Nomura also thinks the same.
And this will be the 5th Kingdom Hearts thing we did in 2024, and there's still at least one more coming out.
Oh my god.
And Kingdom Hearts 1 was May 15th, 2022. And that was the only one we did in 2022. It wasn't until 2023 when we came back. And then it went full blown. Yeah, crazy. So
I am enjoying myself.
I am too. I might joke, but I am. And Phoebe, where can we find you at?
Hi, you can find me on the YouTube and Twitch as the Let's Play Princess, over on Twitter as the LP Princess, or as one of the co-hosts of the wonderful shitty podcast, Nerds of Broadcast.
And Dominic.
Distant Waves podcast. We're on YouTube only because we're lazy. It's a good show, though. You should check it out. I'm also in the Overblood Facebook group if you're at all still into that at all.
It's a decent group. They never yelled at me. So, hey.
No, but, like, how many people even know what Overblood is anymore?
Like, nobody. Like, yeah. That's neither here nor there. Okay. And if you enjoyed this episode, there's over 650 other episodes of this podcast. You can find everything we do on Podbean. Giant catalog, so definitely go check it out. All the Kingdom Hearts stuff will be in the show notes, so if you just want to listen to our Kingdom Hearts, it is all there for you. You can listen to us slowly turn to the darkness. So definitely go check that out. We have a Discord. If you want to chat with us, you want to be on the show, you want to suggest things for the show that will eventually happen, maybe, that's how you do it. Join the Discord. Free. And I'm always having new people join. If you want to support the show and you want to affect this show, please also join the Patreon. We do 1 to 2 polls every month, depending on how far behind I am on product, which at the moment behind. So only 1 poll, but every month there is a poll, and little as $1, you get to affect the show, you get to help out the show. So please do that. It makes me really, really happy to. So you want to do that? So definitely go check that out. Want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Lena at Hell Has Fear. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. You'll see a link to her link tree in the show notes. And definitely go check out Bill Tucker, the gamer, looks at 40. He's talking Final Fantasy still. I'm sure of it. So definitely go check out his content.
You should check out episode 300 of this very podcast. Persona 4 happened.
Oh yeah, that was about a month ago. At the point you're hearing this, a little over a month ago. 300 weeks, baby. Never missed a week, and produced way more than that shit. So, and please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, TikTok, mostly squirrel videos. But hey, follow me anyway. I'm happy. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Heart be your guiding key.